Hello and welcome to Highland Ranch, Colorado. I'm Ryan Tubbs, here with my brother Nathan Tubbs, and we are getting ready for a big rivalry game as the undefeated Mountain Vista Golden Eagles look to extend their winning streak against the 6-4 Thunder Ridge Grizzlies. Mountain Vista's main asset today is their bats for sure. We have great hitters up and down the lineup and an extremely efficient pitching squad to back them up. Today will be Jack Lifford on the mound for Mountain Vista. Thunder Ridge is also really solid on offense. They just have slightly less size and a little less power on their side, but I think it's going to be a good game. It's definitely going to come down to who throws the cleaner game and prevents errors as much as possible.
I agree completely. This will be a big game, and we just have to have the players keep doing what they've been doing and not focus on the fact that it's a rivalry game and focus on the fact that it's just another day. And
right. It really is just another day for Vista. As long as they're playing as good as they have so far, they're at 11 games in a row. They've taken the dub. I think we'll be solid on this game. Stepping up to bat for the Thunder Ridge Grizzlies is Luke Paulson.
They haven't even just been winning games, they've just been destroying these teams, and it's really been a lot of fun to watch.
Definitely a historic season. Coach Quintana said this is the best team he's ever coached.
And with such a powerful junior class, it's hard to disagree.
Right.
Ball
First
bounced
pitch
off of Jack Lifford's glove, but right into the glove of Zach Paschke, and that'll be out number 1 off of pitch number 1.
Next up, first baseman number 17, White.
Lefty Taylor White stepping up to the plate now.
The pitch is swung on and missed. The heater.
The heater.
And it's a nasty one coming off of the hand of Jack Lifford, who is a Utah commit.
You know how fast he can throw?
I don't, but I believe it's in the 80s.
That's
Jack,
the kind of thing you would know.
Jack, if you are going to be listening to this, I'm a big fan. Great play by Zach Paschke. Shows off that range and speed to get all the way to the left field line to make the out.
Designated hitter number 24, Lansville.
And just like that, a quick 2 outs for the Grizzlies. Designated hitter Reese Lansville stepping up now.
Not so many at-bats on the year, but he's been making the most of them.
First pitch swung on. Ooh. Called low.
No, that was called a strike.
Oh, well, never mind.
He just has a bit of a subtle call. It's
yeah, I
just
can't tell this
a
umpire.
little fist pump, if you can see that on see that through the big bar that is blocking everybody's
It's
view.
definitely not an ideal camera position, but it's the best we can do. This is a high school broadcast. This is not the MLB.
We're making the most with what we've got. 0-2 count still. And looks at it low. Don't want to give him anything that he can smack right there. Just, you got a lot of room to work with.
Mm-hmm. That one's put into play right to Paschke.
Nice little hopper, and another great play by Zach Paschke, who is responsible for all 3 of Mountain Vista's outs in the top of the first.
That was pretty hard hit, and it was taking a weird bounce too. I think that was a good job on Paschke to
that's
make that play.
Very, very tough play with all the topspin going off of the ball, and it's not a slow roller. That is a hard hit ball. You have to read it perfectly, and
right.
Paschke did just that.
On the mound right now for the Grizzlies, pitcher Brady Lejeune.
What a name. Lejeune.
Lejeune. I don't know what to say about it. Not one that I've heard before. In fact, I've heard it so few times that we didn't even hear it when we were preparing for this broadcast. We have no stats on this guy. It's hard to know who's going to be throwing for the other team. We tried.
Max Preps doesn't know it all.
Yeah, Max Preps is often wrong too. But we love him.
The game is more than the stats.
It's not about
Leading
stats.
off the inning for your Golden Eagles, the shortstop, number 3, Zach Paschke.
Speaking of Zach Paschke, he's leading off this inning.
See what he can do to start off the Golden Eagles.
Paschke's hitting .333 on the year. Started in a slump, but he's definitely come back. He's actually got 3 home runs now.
Yeah, those first couple games, you gotta expect.
Find your groove.
Yeah, you gotta expect a little rust coming from the off season. Maybe not that much.
Mm-hmm. But he's back now.
And better than ever. Watches a strike on the outer half.
I don't know if I like how that umpire calls the strikes.
Yeah, you can never tell if it's a strike or a ball. We'll do our best. Oh, that ball is holy gonzo.
That might be the hardest hit ball we have ever seen. He
Good
annihilated
night
that.
Baseball. Ooh.
And just like that on the second pitch, Zach Paschke has launched a home run over the left field fence.
I don't know how well you guys could see that ball on the broadcast.
Probably not very well, and we don't have an instant replay.
That ball was absolutely destroyed over the left field fence. And that's our point exactly about how we get out in front early and how Zach Paschke has escaped that slump and hit that hot streak.
Drew Stahl stepping up now, watches ball 1 low. That can't be good if you're a Lejeune.
Yeah.
2 pitches and you've already given up a home run.
To one of
Ooh.
the better players in this
Absolutely.
Continental League, though.
That was a really nice pitch. I couldn't tell what it was, but it had Drew chasing on the outside.
Yeah, that had a nice tail on it. Oh,
Curveball
my
there.
Goodness.
Smoked. They might call it
Get
foul.
Gone baseball. That
And that's another home run.
that is back-to-back.
Back-to-back home runs from Mountain Vista.
You know, I was just about to say, let's hit back-to-back here because I know we're capable of it, but it's the commentator's curse. You can't say that.
It's true. I'm glad you didn't curse us there, but Mountain Vista now extends their lead to 2-0 with, I think, 6 pitches. Not how Thunder Ridge wanted to start off this game.
They're being aggressive at the plate because they realize that Lejeune is not throwing as hard, and that he'll give you a strike that you can just drive right out of the park.
And he's not out of the water yet because now stepping up at the plate is Sam Ireland.
Oh, you're never out of the water when you're up against this Golden Eagle squad.
Sam Ireland, definitely one of the, I'd say the best player on the team. I'm a little biased maybe, but he's got 5 home runs on the season. Watches a curveball for a strike.
I can't disagree there. It's impossible. Like, there's so many star players on this team that you can't say which is the best.
Is Ireland committed? I don't actually remember.
Yeah, he is.
University of Minnesota, got it.
Another D1 commit out of our junior class. On a 1-1 count. That ball's laced, and it is a ground rule double.
He nearly missed that. He still smoked it, though.
If that ball was just hit a little further up, that's back-to-back-to-back. And 3 balls that were absolutely crushed have all made their way over the fence.
In one way or another?
Yep. So we'll call it back-to-back-to-back over the fence.
Go the opposite way, Grant.
Stepping up now, catcher Grant McGill.
3 straight hard hit balls.
Lejeune steps off, but nothing's going on.
You threw me there for a minute. I'm in the bottom.
It's interesting that all 3 of those hard hit balls have gone to the exact same place.
Mm-hmm. All being pulled, which definitely shows the speed that's coming off of Lejeune's
Right, just
hand.
not quick enough.
Grant McGill looking to bring Sam Ireland back to the plate so he can get back to the dugout.
McGill is hitting 441 on the year. Ooh, takes a big hack. Strike 1.
He's a very, very consistent hitter. He always finds his way to the base.
I think he is one of the best guys that you want to come to the plate if you got runners in scoring position.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of junior commits, Grant McGill is committed to Indiana State. Yet another D1 school. The Sycamores.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have known that.
Well, following him on Twitter, it's
Yes, of course.
it stuck with me. Sycamores. It's an unusual college mascot. A tree. Fouled off. Out of play.
Home of one Larry Bird. I was going to say, who's the most famous alumni? Larry Bird.
I would not have known that.
Larry Bird came out of Indiana State.
A bit of a big name.
I certainly didn't know about it.
Two count, not a 2-coup count, because I don't know what that
That's not
is.
a thing in baseball. Ooh.
And he
All
watches
right.
the 2-coup count, and now it is a 3-coup count.
Don't just stop right there. That pitch actually looked really nice. I'm surprised it didn't call for a strike.
Yeah, I think it did paint the lower outside corner of the zone. Payoff pitch is coming. And Grant watches it inside, and he makes his way to first base.
Stepping up now, another dangerous hitter. We can almost say that about anyone on the Vista lineup. Alessandro Aragon.
Lejeune will never be out of the thick of it.
Number 23, Patrick Holton.
Patty Holton takes Grant McGill's place as a courtesy runner on first base.
That's your boy. Ump's checking his phone. What's going on here?
Come on, Blue.
Come on, Blue. Candy Crush can wait. I like the movement on that pitch, but it's just not getting over the plate.
He just needs to hit his spots. He's been really just letting them leak on the inner half of the plate, and they can just take advantage of it and park it over the fence.
Well, apparently that was called a strike.
That is an iffy call,
Ooh.
and Aragon swings at this next pitch.
Little golf swing there.
Apparently, it is an 0-2 count. Seems like it should be a 1-1 count, though.
But we can't change the past.
Yeah, who's to say?
Runner's going.
And he swung on and missed.
So Aragon's out of there, but the runners move up.
Down on 3 pitches. That is not what Aragon was
Coming
looking
up
to
the
do.
plate, first baseman number 24, John Zackham.
Yet another power presence at the plate now in John Zackham. He's looking for a manager's best friend right here.
The old 3-run home run. He's capable of it.
Oh, he's more than capable of it.
Already got 2 home runs on the season.
That is
and
the exact same spot as the first pitch that Aragon saw, and that one is called a ball.
the one that Aragon saw was outside.
It was?
Pay more attention, boy. There's another one outside. Ball 2. Zackham's hitting 371 coming into this game. Got 9 RBIs on the season.
Looking to make that 11 with a base knock right here.
Ooh.
Fouled off behind the plate. DH Clayton Burke makes his way over to it. tosses the ball to the umpire.
The umpire puts it in his pocket.
Zackham watches ball 3 high and outside. It is a 3-1 count now. Real hitters count right now, and Zackham is looking to make him pay.
And he watches ball 4.
Lejeune is really trying to paint that outside corner because that's what you have to do against such a heavy hitting squad.
Right.
But
He's just not really getting those calls from the ump.
And when it leaks, the Mountain Vista hitters, they know where it's gonna be. And
Right. Well, another dangerous hitter's coming up to the plate after this quick timeout in Clayton Burke, Oregon commit.
And all of these commits that we have informed you about happen to all be juniors.
That's true.
Such a talented class.
It just means really we'll be strong next year as well.
We do have very strong seniors as well, and Drew Stahl and Zach Paschke, who led off the game with back-to-back jacks.
Yeah, you got to respect that.
How can you not? With the bases juiced, Clayton Burke walks to the plate. Let's see what he can do. Clay watches ball 1 outside.
That one way outside for ball 2.
Tried a little back pick there on John Zackham. Didn't work out.
He's too quick.
Cat-like reflexes on Zackham.
He's the fastest guy on the team.
Let's not get carried away, boys.
2-0 count. Make that a 3-0 count as Clay watches a high and outside ball.
I think it's less now that he's trying to paint that corner and more just it's getting away from him.
He's
he can't
aiming
keep
it
control.
now.
Yep.
At this point, when you're getting in your own head, you just need to just rely on your stuff. You can't aim it.
That one thrown hard, but it's low, and Lejeune will walk one home.
Sticky situation with bases loaded and 1 out as we near the end of the order and are almost back up to Paschke.
Yeah, and that's dangerous. They got to get out of this situation somehow. Trevor Price, right fielder, steps up. He watches that one outside.
That's 5 straight balls right there, and you can definitely tell that he's just trying to put it in the zone, but the more you try, the worse you'll do.
Yep. That one's called for a strike.
And you can see why he would be watching that.
Yep.
Because you're not about to swing away on a 5 straight balls string. Takes a hack.
Fouled.
Zach Hoff makes his way to the ball. Tosses it to the blue.
You got to stop that. Even in radio broadcasts, we're not doing that. 1-2 count to Trevor Price.
Oh, that ball is
well hit to the
tattooed.
outfield. That'll score a runner.
You know, that's what you want to do. Even if it results in an out, that's an RBI, and if there's one thing that you need to do, it's start off hot, and that'll be a welcome visit back to the dugout.
I think that's exactly what he needed to do.
2-strike count. All you're looking to do right there is put a swing on it, put it in play, and see if you can get a run home. Even if it does end in an out, it's okay.
Ooh.
Zach Hoff shows bunt even with 2 outs because he is that fast.
I'd say he's definitely the fastest guy on the team. We were joking about Zackham, Zach and probably the slowest, but
You gotta think about Paschke.
I know Paschke's incredibly fast too.
That is a race that I would pay to watch.
Oh yeah. Oh, all right. He's lucky on that bunt. Pops way up and behind. Out of play. I think that came onto the press box actually.
It sure did. Should have brought my glove. A 1-1 count. Looking to tack on a few extra runs. Get a little insurance.
No one's there.
Tries to pick off to second, but it is fruitless for nobody was there.
He's just got to focus on the batter here, I think.
That won't.
Inside out swing there. Fouled off.
Out of play. If the base runners do their job in getting into the pitcher's head and still can make it back to the base, they're doing their job right, because that's only making the pitcher's job harder. When you have to focus on base runners and getting the ball in the zone, it's
I think this pitcher Lejeune is really having trouble with focus. Not only just focusing on hitting the strike zone, but those batters are definitely in his head. I think that's a good point you made. Even in a situation like this with 2 outs, he's still thinking about them.
Oh yeah. It's hard not to when you have a guy like Zach Hoff at the plate where you're expecting him just to be swinging away, but you never know when he could just take one and then Zachem takes off.
Yep.
Which has happened before, believe it or not.
Hoff is also really good at protecting that plate. In our last broadcast, I think he had a 13-pitch at bat.
Which is just insane, because on the show, you have to work so hard to get that 10-pitch at bat, you know, that achievement that you get. It's a tough one.
So the Grizzlies finally make it out of this top of the first inning, but not without letting up, or bottom of the first inning, excuse me, not without letting up 4 runs to the Vista squad. That is not how Lejeune wanted to start off this game.
No, it's not, and by the looks of it, that might have been his the start of his career, because we have no record of him on.
I think he's pitched before, but we just didn't do a good enough job preparing.
Well, I am not the one who was looking up their roster.
Actually, you were.
I looked up their stats.
All right, producer Blaze Showers telling us to not fight.
I'm not fighting.
I don't know. All the great broadcasters fight with each other. I can't back that up, but trust me, it happens.
You know who I would really like to fight? Chris Collinsworth. Just, I'm sorry, Chris. I used to like you, but then you were so biased in the Super Bowl.
Is this relevant to the Mountain Vista versus Thunder Ridge baseball game?
It's relevant to fighting commentators.
It's not. We're not talking about this anymore. Jake Hayes steps up to the plate now.
One of the better hitters on this Grizzly squad.
Definitely. He's hitting .448 coming into this game,
which I believe is the highest on the team. Well, highest on the team with at least 10 at-bats, because I think there is somebody on the team who has 1 at-bat and 1 hit.
We don't count those.
No, we don't.
That one had some heat on it, but it's called for a ball.
1-1 count.
Watches that one over the plate for strike 2.
I believe that was a changeup, and what a time to throw one right after 2 straight fastballs. And you're not looking for off speed after you throw a ball. You're looking for the pitcher just to get back into his groove with a fastball.
Right.
And that one is fouled off. It's a 1-2 count as Jack Lifford goes into the pitch, and it is fouled off again. A big crowd has showed up today for this rivalry game, and I'm sure they're liking what they've seen.
It's prom week. It's a big game.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And that's our old buddy Cole Blatchford. Good to see him here. He is
Former Vista pitcher.
former Vista ace, yes, and he is now pitching at the Air Force Academy, and I knew him from playing on the Mountain Vista feeder team, South Denver. He was one of the player helpers, so it's great to see him here. I'll say hello.
Jake Porter takes strike one.
Flag football game.
1-1 count now.
Scored on a touchdown. So he's always going to be always short passes.
Oh.
Pitch is fouled off, but hit too hard for Grant McGill to hold on.
Lift just launched that one. That one looked like it was about 100 miles an hour.
Well, we've seen 100 miles an hour.
Think so?
Well, Aroldis Chapman.
Oh, yes. Oh,
I'm talking about like in
yeah.
person.
I don't think any high schoolers throwing 100 miles an hour.
I think there is actually. I saw a feature on Max Preps.
Porter puts that in play, but it is fielded clean by John Zackham, and that'll be 2 outs.
You really hustled down the line on that one. Almost beat out Zackham.
Number 4, Seeger.
Still got the out.
Catcher Bailey Seeger stepping up now.
That's a ball high and tight. 1-0 count.
Ooh.
That one is fouled off, hit inside out. Well out of play. Watches that one low. Moves to a 2-1 count. There's a strike. I'm sure he'd love to see that one again.
That was a meatball.
Count is 2-2 with 2 outs. Fouled off again into the fence. Jack Liffrig looking to end the inning on this pitch right here. Fouled off yet again. And I wouldn't be surprised to watch Jack throw a changeup maybe. Something off speed.
Something with movement.
Because he does have one more ball of leeway.
Ooh. And there's that ball.
Fires one inside.
This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Seeger's done a good job of looking for his pitch.
Strike 3. Oh.
Ooh.
And he walks, and there goes the prospect of the perfect game. It's over, boys.
Borderline call though. If it comes down to that walk right there, I would not be happy.
So number 13, Tyson Crookshank, steps up now. We saw him earlier in the year. He played for the Thunder Ridge basketball team.
They were a little better than us in basketball, but
Just a little.
but here we are in baseball, and it seems to be a different story.
Fouls that first pitch off.
Maybe basketball just isn't our sport. We have the
We
tools.
got baseball this year.
We have the tools, but we could never capitalize. Back to baseball.
It's a shame.
Swung on and
Ooh.
missed by Crookshank.
Just a little late on that one.
As tough a name as it is to pronounce after looking at it, it's a fun name to say.
Crookshank.
The Crookshank Redemption. Starring Morgan Freeman. Great
No,
movie.
don't do this.
Okay.
Third pitch fouled off.
Top of the second inning, Vista's up.
Crookshanks, name of Hermione's cat in Harry Potter. There's a little Harry Potter trivia for you.
I try to bring it to a Prison Break movie. You try to bring it to a wizard movie.
Hey, my wizard movie, I don't know.
I have
if it's
nothing
better.
against the wizard movie, but like,
Yep.
come on now. At least there's there is baseball in Shawshank Redemption.
Ah, that's true. No baseball in Harry Potter.
Just Quidditch. Gross.
Crookshank fouls that one off. Count now 1 and 2.
It's about they can do some camps.
Got a little off topic there. I do apologize, as it is a 1-2 count now.
Ooh,
Ball low and in.
Yep, I would think.
Watches another ball high.
You never know.
full count now.
3-2 count now. Just looking to put one in the zone right now.
Okay.
Picks off to first.
Okay.
It's a lot easier
All right.
move there for Liffrig as a lefty. You got to be much more.
Alert as
Alert.
a base runner.
Runner takes off, but it doesn't matter. Crookshank strikes out.
Your attention, please. A Max Preps photographer is at the game today. To view high-quality action photos, go to www.maxprep.
So Liffrig ended that inning with 33 pitches. Compare that to Lejeune's 35 in just 1 inning. I think that could definitely start to affect things, especially later in the game. Thunderidge is probably going to have to start warming up their bullpen a lot earlier than Mountain Vista.
Yeah, a 4-run first inning was not ideal for the Grizzlies, but you know Lejeune is looking to bounce back.
If he can't hit his spots though, and if he keeps letting runners get in his head, it's not going to be good going forward for the Grizzlies.
No, it is not. And we are at the top of the order now. Zach Paschke looking to start things off.
Your attention, please. Your attention, please.
Leading off the inning, shortstop, number 3, Zach Paschke.
Paschke watches ball 1 up. Probably would have been a strike on any other player, seeing as he is only 5'8". But who am I to be talking?
He's small, but that did not prevent him from smoking one over the left field fence last time he was up.
He's generously listed at 5'8".
Shows bunt there, but nothing's going on. That'll be strike 2. Ooh, watches one right down the plate, but it was low.
Well, that contradicts itself now, doesn't it? Right down the pipe and low.
I said right down the plate, didn't I? Maybe not.
I heard pipe.
Apparently it hit the ground, but we can't really tell from up here, from this
Paschke,
angle.
if you listen to this afterwards, again, I'm a big fan. I'm sorry.
You're backing off that.
Paschke will beat you up, Nathan. Ooh,
Swings on that one. Well, a lot of people can beat me up.
you're pretty small.
Coming up to
So
the
there's a
second
strikeout
base,
for
number 6, Drew Stahl.
Lejeune. 1 out, Golden Eagles, and now stepping up to the plate, Drew Stahl, who also smoked one over the left field fence last time he was up. He didn't waste his time either. Watches that first pitch. Low and outside. And fouls that one off. That first pitch was actually a strike. So count now 0-2.
Well, how about that?
I shouldn't be trying to call the strikes. I should wait for the umpire. He's a little hard to read. And I'm just a man. I'm pretty sure that one was a ball though.
Yeah, that one got away from him. 1-2 count now. Drew looking to up that pitch count. See if we can get to the bullpen. That's a ball inside. He's working to the count. Or working the count 2-2 now.
Ooh, that one's
roped, but right at the center fielder.
sounded good off the bat, but
oh, he barreled it up just to the wrong place.
Yep.
Third baseman number 4, Sam Ireland.
And you can't be too mad with that one, because that ball was frankly crushed.
Ireland steps up now. He had a ground rule double last time we saw him.
That ball
And he swings
is
on the first pitch. All the way to the fence, but it's tracked down.
Right at the warning track. That is a catch that is very respectable.
Yeah, Jake Porter running into the sun. Tracks it down on the first pitch, and Vista's out of the inning.
Especially with the righty tail on that one. It'll just keep on drifting towards the right field line.
All right, leading off this inning is freshman Cale Lansville.
He is somewhat of a phenom, and our producer Blaze Shower and I both know him a little more personally.
From elementary school.
Yes.
Thought he might be throwing this game, so actually all of our stats on him right now are pitching stats.
He's not hitting so hot. That I know for a fact.
Oh, he's hitting like 1 something, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
On 14 at bats, so he's had his chances. But yeah, very talented.
Yeah, you call him a phenom. Why you call him a phenom?
Well, he was clocked in throwing 83 miles an hour, which is
Not bad for a freshman who's...
not bad
How
at
tall
all.
is he? Not tall.
Well, not terribly short. I'd say he's like,
Off the inning for the Grizzlies.
no, not 6 foot Blaze. What are you talking about? He's a little bit taller than Paschke. That's what we'll leave it
Still
at.
pretty impressive
Very
as a freshman.
impressive, yeah.
Freshman playing on varsity, you don't see many of those.
Well, playing on varsity is one thing. Starting on varsity
Starting
is
on
another.
varsity.
We do have a couple freshmen on the roster in today's game. Griffin Hewitt, Evan
Shout
McGill.
out Griffin.
Also you, Evan. I didn't forget you. Congrats, fellas.
You made it to the show. Lansville, big swing there. 4 strike 2.
You don't want to be down 0-2 to Jack Lifford because he'll
It's
just...
dangerous. He can do whatever he wants.
He has an entire arsenal at his fingertips.
Ball 1 called in the dirt.
One, 2 count.
Ooh.
Swung on and missed by Lansville. And that is out number 1.
Quick strikeout there for Liffrig.
That's always what you want to do. You never want to let the leadoff batter on the base, or let him get on base. That was worded very poorly. I apologize.
I'll forgive you.
Ball high and tight.
Shows bunt there, but tries to pull it back. and it doesn't work.
He pulled it back. It was still a strike, though. Wasn't a very buntable pitch, though. He put it right where it needed to be. Ball 2 is upstairs.
Not where it needed to be, I'd argue.
Well, at least he didn't hit it. Well, hit it for a base knock, I guess.
He hit that one, but that is way foul.
Bit of a loopy swing there, if I've ever seen one. Kind of just let his one arm flail about.
Oh, chasing that one, but it gets past McGill, and he makes it to first.
He hustled up the line. That was about impossible to get him there, especially with a funny hop off of the backstop. Yeah, that was a past third strike. Our producer Blaze was not paying attention yet again. And that bunt
he's
is
too busy goofing off. Jack Shower, get up here, beat him up.
First pitch was showing bunt, and it was fouled back. That ball is grounded to third base. Sam Ireland, who bobbles it a little, which allows the runner to get to second base, but he still gets the out at first.
Yep, couldn't turn 2 on that, but Vista still got the out.
There's still 2 outs, so it's not the end of the world.
Lefty Taylor White up again.
Ooh, great frame by Grant right there.
Yeah, gets that straight call.
That's something that's so important for a catcher to do, and it's really what separates the men from the boys in terms of catching, is when they can block it behind the plate and when they can frame a ball into a strike.
And also when you can throw down to second base and
have one of the greatest pop times in the state.
Whew.
Ball is swung on and missed.
Dirty pitch there.
Fooled him. 1-2 count now. Fouled back.
Nice catch.
Caught by the on-deck man, D.H. Reese Lansville, who happens to be the phenom Kale Lansville's older brother.
I don't think we mentioned that.
Yeah. I really would hate to be in Reese's position right here, where you're a senior and your freshman brother is starting over you at third base.
Yeah, that would be a little embarrassing. White strikes out swinging, and no damage done for Mountain Vista. Still a no-hitter, actually, for Jack Lifford so far.
Gotta knock on wood. Blaze is way ahead of us on that one.
It's pretty early.
Lejeune is back out on the mound.
He threw a pretty solid second inning.
That was a good second inning. I think he settled in very nicely. And you gotta put respect where respect is due.
Yeah, it's not easy to come off of such a terrible outing on your first inning and just keep doing what you need to do. But he did.
But Grant McGill is looking to crush his hopes and dreams.
He can definitely do it. McGill is a strong hitter.
Takes one fatal swing.
He's not even one of the bigger guys on the team, but he's got 2 home runs under his belt.
He just he packs a punch. And when you have Soulja Boy as your walk-up song, it gives you superpowers.
Mm-hmm. So McGill walked last time he was up. Ooh,
Ooh.
little half-hearted swing.
I don't know if that was a changeup or not. It's hard to tell from up here, but that ball looked like it had a bit of a velocity change, and Grant was not expecting it.
Catcher wasn't even expecting it.
Nope.
Ooh, that ball had
Takes
movement.
that one oppo, and it gets down.
Nice base hit there from Grant McGill.
Finds his way on. And Alessandro Aragon is looking to have a bit better of an at-bat than his first one.
Alessandro Aragon.
Struck out on 3 pitches in his first at-bat.
Courtesy runner for the catcher. Number 23, Patrick Olson.
Patty takes Grant's place at first base yet again.
I'm just looking for it.
Such an intimidating presence in the box.
He's a big boy.
I would hate to be going up against... Ooh. I would hate to be going up against Alessandro on the mound. Patty swipes second.
Their catcher, though, Bailey Seeger, he's actually got a pretty solid pod time. Good speed, but just not a great throw on that attempt.
Not fast enough.
And Seeger will walk up to the mound, make sure he's on the same page as Lejeune.
I don't know, some kids down there waving, so I just figured I'd wave back. Didn't want to leave them hanging, you know.
It's a 1-0 count. And now it's a 2-0 count. Yeah, I was thinking that he would be doing that. He took...
Long time.
Yeah. And at that point, if you're Aragon, you might want to just call time. But it's okay. No harm, no foul. That ball
Ooh,
is laced into left field. Patty is being sent home. Oh, he is...
it's going to be a play. No play at the
he
plate.
is-
Patty makes it home easily.
He just flew around the bases. There you go, Patrick.
That's why they got him in pinch running. And also, that was just a really solid hit from Alessandro.
It was.
Number 24, John Zackham.
And it was hit just shallow enough for Patrick just to be waved home with
Right.
no regrets from the third base coach. A 5-0 lead now for the Mountain Vista Golden Eagles. John Zackham at the plate.
Zackham walked last time he was up.
I just noticed that it was 2 lefties on the mound.
I was just about to say that. I didn't notice till now. We've got a left-handed pitcher battle going on.
Not so much of a battle.
Wow, that's pretty. That's some shade you're throwing right there.
Well, when it's 5-0, that's... I said when it's 5-0, not it's 5-0. That ball...
Zackham.
Oh,
Ooh, nice play
catch.
there.
Very nice catch by
We've
the
seen,
right fielder.
yeah, we've seen 2 nice catches now from Jake Porter in right field.
Next up, the designated hitter, number 16, Clay Burke.
Of course, we got some biggie for Biggie Clay.
Vista's definitely got size on their lineup.
Yeah. In case you can't see on the broadcast, Clay Burke is a big dude. And he can hit a ball quite far.
Another pickoff attempt from Lejeune.
He also can throw a ball quite fast.
Did he? Yeah. That's what stats say.
Another pickoff attempt. I think that's another example of the batters getting in the head of Lejeune.
and it's not even close. You can see that Alessandro is taking off now, but Clay swings and fouls it off.
I don't think it was a foul. I think he just didn't choose to throw it down.
Huh. That might be, they might have gotten away with one there. I swear I heard a foul tip. Or maybe my ears deceive me. But now a runner on second, and it's a 1-1 count.
We like those. No more double plays.
Yeah, it's always good to get that factor out of the way. Or not completely out of the way, but just
Much less likely.
Yeah.
Oh!
That ball would have been a double play ball. And E is in a pickle now. And called out at second base. That's a...
I don't even know how I'm going to score that on the app. That was a interesting play, to say the least.
6-5-4.
Yeah, 6-5-4 for that. If it's hit that hard to the shortstop, you have to expect that he's going to get an easy out at third. And there's nothing you can do about it, really, because you're told that if it's hit to the left side, you have to freeze. But if you have a lead, then you can't just get right back if it's hit right up the middle with that kind of speed. Not much you can do there. Price up to the plate. 2 outs now. Looking for a base knock. Hit right off the end of the bat. Is it in the Bermuda Triangle? Yes, it is. And look at Clayton go into third base. For as big as he is, he hustles, and he's crazy fast, actually.
Through your Golden Eagles, the center fielder, #1, Zach Hoff.
That was really a sight to behold. He was flying right there. Zach Hoff now at the plate. He's looking to get Clay home right here. Tack on an extra. Keep the inning rolling.
Price goes, and a great bunt from Zach Hoff. He's so fast, but it does not beat that out.
That great arm off of Kale Lansville is just enough to beat out Zach Hoff.
But Vista scores again, bringing the score now to 5-0, going into the top of the 4th.
And that was a beauty of a bunt. That's about as well as he could have put it down. And they were not expecting that with 2 outs. Moving into the top of the 4th, the Eagles are looking to stay clean on the field.
We'll see Reese Lansville step up for the second time. He grounded out to Zach Paschke last time he was up.
Leading off, #24, the designated hitter, Landhill.
And he went around on that check swing. Count is 0-1. Chopped foul, 0-2.
That one's well hit and into left field for a base hit.
Grizzlies' first knock of the game. And there goes the back-to-back no-nos.
It's a
Oh, wait.
shame.
Shortstop,
Not
number
back-to-back.
26,
I'm sorry.
Hayes.
This isn't even the same guy.
Well,
It would be
That-
back-to-back for the team, but
yeah.
it's not.
would it be,
Anyway,
would it be back-to-back for the team? I thought they played a game.
they did.
All right, so it wouldn't be back-to-back.
All right, whatever. JK's fouls the first pitch off.
Looks at that strike. 0-2 count. You gotta respect the 2-strike hitting off of Reese Lansville on that one. He
Right?
just-
He wasn't afraid to
Nope.
barrel it up.
We haven't seen a curveball yet in this game. It's not one of Jack's biggest.
Tools.
Yeah. Got a great changeup though. That should be enough.
Pretty much sticks to the fastball changeup.
It's a deadly combo.
Shout out to Trevor Hoffman.
What?
If you're listening, Trevor, I'm a big
We
fan.
love you. Come and visit the broadcast program, please.
I bet most of the people watching this don't even know who Trevor Hoffman is.
That might be a little presumptuous of you.
Well, who knows a Padres closer? That ball hit
The greatest of all time.
high and right out to Alessandro Aragon. That's 1 out.
Coming to the plate, right fielder number 8.
I said most. I didn't say all.
All
I
right.
said most. See, even our producer, Blaze Shower, doesn't know who he is. Hall of Fame closer, top 3 best closers of all time. In my
Top
book.
1.
Well, Mariano Rivera. But enough with MLB. Back to high school.
Porter watches the first one for a ball inside.
Looking to roll up a double play here.
It's always the goal.
That ball is
Hit
in
well
the
into
center.
center. Tracked down there by Zach Hoff. That was a good catch.
That was a very good catch. Ball was hit a long way. If he pulled that, that ball would have
Next
been
up, the
gone.
catcher, number
Hit it
4,
to one of the deeper
Seager.
parts of the park. I would venture to guess that ball went 370 feet.
Yeah, what is the distance there? 380?
380 to center,
330
330
to the poles.
Yep.
That's a pretty good estimate, I'd say.
Well, thank you.
Bailey Seeger steps up for the second time. He walked it his first time out. And he fouls off his first bit.
On deck was beat out by the Vista bench to that foul ball.
Mr. Johnson. That's right, Matt Johnson. Matt Johnson on the speed.
Matt Johnson sprinting over there. Seeger fouls off another one.
Look at that one, kid.
Oh, 2 count. Now a 1-2 count. Ball just high.
Good.
Ooh.
And there's strike 3. Lift fans another.
I don't think we did that pitch justice. That was a really nice throw.
New pitcher on the mound.
We
Number
don't know who he
3.
is.
He is number 3.
Ryan Gilmore.
All right, they are subbing in Ryan Gilmore.
And a big shout out
Number 3.
to the freshman and JV teams attending
attention,
after
please.
practice today.
Now pitching. for
It's
the
always a lot of
Grizzlies,
fun.
number
Yeah, you
3,
got to skip practice for this gig.
I did.
Ryan Gilmore.
Ryan Gilmore.
Apparently he wants to play basketball.
But it's always a good time having practice, and then you get to see the pros do it.
The almost pros.
The pros of the school.
Yes.
It seems. They're pros to us. They're pros in our hearts.
Leading off the inning, the leadoff hitter, shortstop number 3, Zach Paschke.
And for the third inning, Zach Paschke is leading it off.
Struck out last time he was up, but if you remember in the first inning, he drilled one over the fence on the second pitch he saw.
Looking at a little bit more heat off of Gilmore.
I think that was the problem in the first inning was
Yeah.
those
They-
Vista,
Didn't,
especially in the first part of the lineup, just
Didn't-
had his number.
it did not take him long to.
Yep. Time him up.
Uh-huh. One pitch, to be precise. It took
2
him-
pitches.
Well, he
And
hit the
then-
dinger on the second pitch, yeah?
Oh, yeah. And then Stahl hit it 1-2 pitches later.
Mm-hmm. One pitch per batter. And then they're like, yeah, I'll hit this one out.
Uh-huh.
And you know what more speed means? That just means the ball is going further. You barrel one up, it'll just go harder.
That is true.
Bottom of the fourth now. Paschke just seeing what it looks like in the box.
Yep.
0-1 count now.
We can't blame him for that.
Of course not.
Is that a curveball?
It sure looked like it, and it was high and outside. Yeah, I do think that's the first.
Nah, I think Lejeune was throwing a couple. There's a
That
ball
was
inside.
tight. They say wear it, but I'd never wear it if I had the chance.
Third strike.
It hurts getting hit with a fast-moving rubber object.
Leather.
Leather, you're right. It's rubber on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, doesn't feel too good.
It doesn't matter what it's made of. It's not a pleasant experience getting beaned. 2-1 count.
3-1 count, actually. 3-2 count now.
Oh, well, I'm just going off the scoreboard.
I don't think I'm mistaken. I think it's full count.
Yeah, it's full count. Payoff pitch is
Ooh,
called strike
strikeout.
3. Very borderline call.
That same exact spot was actually called a ball
Number 6, Drew Stahl.
earlier in the
That's
game,
one-
but
That's one where you're looking to protect on a 3-2 count, but you're also not trying to chase after one. And that's one that really could have gone either way there.
Stahl watches that first one. Low.
Inside. Whoops. 1-0 count.
Swings on that
Stahl
one.
might have hit it off his foot there, taking a little walk. And that also doesn't feel good, fouling one off from your ankles.
Just getting
or
hit
your
with the
foot.
ball in general doesn't feel too great.
If it's going fast, no, it does not.
I mean, at best, getting hit with the ball is a neutral experience. Never feels good to get hit with a baseball.
Yeah, that ball
Oh.
is absolutely roped into the gap, rolling
That'll be
all
2
the
or
way
3.
to the fence, and he gets 2 out of it.
Solid double there from
Very
Drew Stahl.
solid. Like I said, the harder you throw, the further it'll go, and
Coming to the
that's
plate next
exactly
for
what
your
happened
Golden
right
Eagles,
there.
third
Off of
baseman,
Lejeune,
Right, he
I
used
don't
his
think
power.
Ireland.
off of Lejeune, I don't think that's going to the wall.
Yeah, I think that's caught by the shortstop. All right, Sam Ireland steps up again. He flew out to right. Actually, a nice play in right last time.
Very nice play. The ball was barreled up. And There's nothing you can do about that one. But here he is again. With a man
As per
on second.
baseball rules.
Yes.
Swings on the first pitch he sees, and that skied foul. Doesn't look like Porter's going to get to that.
Looked like he let his front foot fly open a bit there, and that'll happen.
I just don't think that was the pitch he wanted to see, but he swung anyway.
Yeah. Oh, 1 count now. You gotta respect going up there with no gloves.
I know. We pointed that out last game too, or last broadcast at least.
It's something that we don't want our viewers to forget, because if you get a stinger,
it hurts a lot more.
And you feel it for much longer of a time. If he was pitching and he got one right here, he would be feeling that until he was out on the mound.
Another foul, same place.
Fouls that one off.
Reminds me of one of my favorite players, Vladimir Guerrero.
What a guy.
Batted without gloves.
And his son is now on the Angels as well.
Playing in the MLB. That's pretty cool.
Very cool, yeah. Fun to see generations of baseball players. Seeing some familiar names.
Ken Griffey Jr., Tony Gwynn Jr.
Megdom hits off the base. And
looks like
he
he's
gets
safe,
there.
yep.
What a funny
Okay,
play.
we're gonna give him a hit, or we're gonna give him the air.
Again, I saw that front foot fly open a bit, but got it up the middle, right between the pitcher's legs, hits off the base, and then off of the shortstop's chest. That's almost an impossible play after seeing it go through the legs and then off the base. That's such a hard ball to track.
I do not blame the shortstop for not being able to make that play. He was close, though, actually.
He was close, but I think that'll go down as a hit.
Yep.
And that'll get Grant
Oh.
no, Drew Stahl. I'm very sorry. Drew Stahl home and Sam Ireland up to second. 6-0 lead for the Golden Eagles now. And that's one that really gets into the pitcher's head when they have a pass ball, because they know that's something that they can control.
Yep.
Ball
McGill
hit to
hits
the
that well.
shortstop.
Looks at third, nothing going on there. So they'll take the out.
Moves the runner forward, though.
Yep.
Next up for your Golden Eagles, left fielder, number 12, Alessandro Aragon.
Aragon steps up with 2 outs now. He had a single last time he was up. Watches that one paint the outside corner for strike 1. That one called a strike as well. Looked pretty low to me from up here.
That was an iffy call.
I thought I heard it hit the ground.
It did appear to hit the ground.
Sure sounded like it here.
Aragon takes a second.
Nothing you can do about it as a hitter, though.
Q's walking out. He's yelling, that ball bounced. And I gotta agree with him. It did bounce.
Everybody on...
We're not playing cricket here. All right, we'll call that one a ball.
You gonna call that one a strike, Blue?
I feel like every single broadcast, it devolves into us yelling at the umpire.
You know, it's a dirty job. It's like being a trash man.
Everyone hates you.
Everybody doesn't respect. Our producer, Blaze Shower, is, quote, a big fan of trash people.
What is not relevant to the broadcast? whatsoever.
We're talking
2-2
about
count.
umpires. 2-2 with 2 outs. Swung on and missed.
Still a productive inning for Mountain Vista. We score another one, bringing that up to 6-0.
Always good to keep the runs rolling.
I think that's something that Vista does better than any other team in the state, is consistently score. We're not just having a big first inning. I mean, obviously we did have a big first inning, but
And
you know, we're not letting up. We're
No.
scoring throughout the game.
Q has something to say. His arm around Blue's back, Blue's arm around Q's back.
Does that make him happy? No errors now.
He's trying to intimidate that umpire or something. Make sure that that kind of call doesn't happen again.
Oh, if I were the umpire, I would be intimidated because
Q's an intimidating guy.
very, very intimidating, yes.
You got to be pretty scary to be a baseball head coach
And a security guard.
and a security guard. He doesn't take nothing from nobody. So leading off this inning is number 13, Tyson Cruikshank. Struck out looking last time he was up.
Leading off the inning for the Grizzlies, center fielder number 13, Cruikshank.
First pitch swung on and fouled off. Whew.
Second pitch swung on and missed.
And just like that, Liffrig's already ahead in the count, 0-2.
He's been doing that a lot this game. He's really been good with the command, not giving him anything, really.
Right. I think both of our pitches are really good at getting ahead in the count early and then being able to do whatever they want with the free pitches that they got.
It's such a great asset to have being ahead in the count. It makes you more comfortable on
Right.
the mound. And
Ooh, that one runs him up. 4-1.
1-2 count. That one's fouled back. Another great pitch. Just got him inside. Would have
Yeah,
been
tied him up.
would have been a strike if he watched it, but there's nothing he can do about it if he actually puts it in play. That would be a stinger.
Ooh.
And that is a deadly changeup or curveball. I can't really tell from up here. It was off speed, and it was dirty.
Coming up to the plate,
And
third
that's
baseman, number 9,
out number 1.
Lansville.
Liffrig hitting the 70 pitch mark now, but he's not really showing any signs of exhaustion. He's really in control so far in this game.
Yep, and in the top of the 5th, you can't be looking much stronger. This could be the top of the 2nd for all I know.
Oh yeah, he's still looking as solid as he was in the beginning of this game. There's ball 2 inside to Kayla Lansville.
That ball
Lansville gets
laced
into
into
the
right
gap.
field.
That was a solid hit from the freshman.
That really was, and you know that was a solid hit when there's plenty of seniors who can't keep up with Liffrid's fastball.
Right.
And that one he just stuck with it, and you gotta respect
Took it to the opposite field. And now Thunder Ridge has got a man on first. Spencer Lambert steps up now.
And the speedy Lansville
Ooh.
is definitely a stolen base type person, for lack of a better term.
Lambert nearly wears that first pitch. Oh,
That
off
ball-
the leg of Liffrig. We'll see if Stahl can make a play. Nothing going on.
That ball also laced. I think that was off of his glove.
Didn't hurt him too much. Imagine if he had caught that. Jeez.
That would have been crazy. He would have still had
Second
to
baseman, number 15,
try to go to
Paulson.
second, see if he could roll the double play. Two speedy guys on the base path.
Another pitch inside. That's the third time in a row Liff has thrown that on the first pitch.
He just needs to settle down, stick to his stuff
Calm
right
down,
here.
yep.
He's got one out, so the double play threat is still there. And there's a strike. And that one means a lot. Get back into the groove.
On top of that, Luke Paulson has grounded out last 2 times he's up.
That ball fouled off. Straight down. 1-2 count now. Grant McGill paying Liffrig a visit.
Probably going to say the same thing that we were saying. Just calm down, focus on the batter.
Yeah, just give him a little break. Seeing what the plan is, if they're going to go off speed, if they're going to go fastball.
See where they're going to dinner.
Lift's ahead now. He can do what he wants with this pitch.
Pitcher's count here.
Ooh.
Called for strike 3.
That was nasty.
And that is just huge. Freezing the leadoff batter for this Grizzly squad.
Number 17, White.
Taylor White is 0 for 2 on the day.
Now the infield can give themselves some room. They don't have to worry about rolling up a pair.
Ooh, big swing there.
Great spot. If there's one place to miss, even if he doesn't swing at that, it's that spot right there.
That's something that works on the lefty-on-lefty matchup, is that pitch just rolling away from you. Oh.
And that's 2, and he's back into that groove. And the great thing about Liff is that he can come from, like the view that you get in the batter's box is one that can come in from a slanted point of view to one that can go straight down.
Ireland does that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Ireland has the kind of different arm slot,
Yeah,
almost
you
sidearm even.
You can go 3/4, and you can also go 12 o'clock. And
It's so hard to try to even know where the ball's coming from if you're the batter.
And if you can do that effectively, it's something that you see among MLB pitchers more and more now.
Drop third strike, and he's put away. So another clean inning for Vista. A couple runners made it on base, but
No
no
harm,
damage.
no foul.
Hot dogs available. If you have not claimed your free hot dog, please go to the snack shack. They have plenty for you.
I will be asking for your sweater again, Ryan.
Jake.
He is wearing white.
I'm
and
trying to
it
get that
is-
free hot dog.
It is a whiteout, so free hot dogs all around for those of us wearing white, which does not pertain to me. And our producer Blaze Shower looks triple shook right now.
Triple shook.
Triple shook. Because he would definitely be wanting one of those hot dogs.
But your boy, Ryan Tubbs, wore white. I got
Alright.
that school spirit.
All right, I say triple shook. You say
Your boy.
Yeah.
I'm definitely better than you. There. Anyone who says triple shook. What does that even mean?
means he's shook.
Thrice. Shook thrice. What
Well,
kind
wait.
of conversations are we having?
Well, the fact that I say triple shook, it gives us it's a bit of a conversation starter.
Sure, because we were unable to, clearly unable to talk about baseball for the 60 seconds in between.
We've been talking about baseball for the majority of this baseball game.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, the viewers on VistaNow, they want some depth, yeah? They just
They don't tune in for the baseball game. They tune in for the commentary, the personalities. That's what it's really about.
it's what it's all about.
John Zackham steps up now. He's walked and flown out on the day. And he watches that first pitch go by for a strike. Drills one to Cale Lensville over at third base, but it is a easy play.
Got a nice little cherry hop. Was able to get down on it.
Designated hitter number 16.
No bad hops on this field. It's
a pretty good field.
pristine.
Clay Burke hit into that fielder's choice that ended up with Alessandro getting out last time.
You can see such a power stance for Burke.
I'd imagine it's pretty scary if you're the pitcher looking at someone as big as Clay Burke or even anyone on our team.
I would be less worried about him getting a hit. I would be more worried about him hitting it like 100 miles an hour right at your
Right back
face.
at you. Or you make him mad and he charges the mound.
Oh, that would not end well for the pitcher. It's a 2-1 count.
Watches that one.
Yep, and you can never tell with this umpire.
I know. I don't know if that was a ball or a strike.
It was a ball. 3-1 now.
3-1 count. Got it. And
That is ball.
oh, called strike. Full count now. Got to get his bat back.
A lot
I
of
would-
iffy calls.
Yeah. I would have started walking.
Clay is not happy with that one.
Clay angry. Can Clay go Hulk mode? Is that one of his powers?
He's always Hulk mode.
Hmm.
Clay, if you're listening to this
Shout
post
out Clay
game,
Burke.
I'm a big fan.
There we go.
Takes his base.
Took an extra pitch, but he makes it to first on base on balls.
That's just one more pitch, or that's one less pitch for the pitcher. It it didn't end up mattering
Next
at all.
up, right fielder number 2, Trevor Price.
Couldn't take advantage of that second chance he was given.
Last time he was up, Price had a really nice hit actually over the head of
Yeah.
the shortstop.
Yeah, that was roped.
Watches that one on the outside corner for strike one.
Seems to be a pretty big zone for a high school umpire.
It's a big zone, but it's also an oddly shaped zone.
Yeah.
That one's called a strike too.
It's more a zigzag zone than a
I think
traditional rectangle zone.
Gilmore found his spot there. That pitch was in the exact same place.
Yeah, that was a good spot. I think that did catch the outside corner. Going after that outside corner one more time.
Yep, trying to paint it, but didn't work
That's
on
three,
that throw.
That's 3 well-placed balls, and that's exactly where you want to put it on an 0-2 count when you have some leeway.
Right, and the batter's thinking he's got to start trying to swing at something outside. But Price, good plate discipline, didn't get fooled by that.
And that one is hit into right field. That might drop fair, and it doesn't. Hits the fence on the fly, but
From-
just foul.
From how the outfielder was acting, it looked like it was a little closer to the fair territory than it actually was.
Off the bat, I think if that's a lefty hitting it to that spot, that stays fair. But like I was talking about earlier, when you're a righty and you hit one oppo, it'll have
That spin.
yeah, a spin that'll carry it towards the right
I think that's a
field
good
line.
point. Ooh, that one's called low.
Yeah,
Price isn't complaining about it.
Nope.
Ooh, that was close.
Yeah, Clay was trying to get into the pitcher's head. Got a little cocky there. Almost got back picked. How embarrassing would that be?
That would not be good.
The walk of shame. Back to the dugout.
The ultimate walk of shame. Full count.
Yeah.
And that is strike 3. Price goes down, but Hoff comes up, looking to get a few insurance runs, but I think we're in a good place either way.
Center fielder number 1, Zach Hoff.
Hoff had a solid bunt, but it was fielded well and didn't make it to first last time he was up.
That was a beautiful bunt.
Burke takes off.
So fast. You would never expect that.
He's got long legs.
Big strides. It's a 1-0 count with 2 outs. Clay Burke really getting into the pitcher's
it's
head.
working. Gilmore steps off.
It's always funny to see that as a spectator. Looking at him prance around like Jackie Robinson. Ball
Chopped.
grounded up the middle.
And the Grizzlies get out of that inning with no damage.
Hoff is mad about that one because that was a very hittable pitch. But there's nothing you can do about that sometimes.
Yep, just didn't put it where he wanted it though.
The DH, Reese Lansville, is leading off again.
He had a pretty solid hit. Got to first base last time he was up.
That was a solid hit.
Ooh, smell of those hot dogs. I haven't eaten in a long time. Ooh, it's dangerous.
Leading off the inning, designated hitter number 24, Lansville.
Top of the 6th now. Lansville leading off. And Liffrig is still going strong. He's at about 82 pitches now. And that first one lands in the dirt for ball 1.
That's an MLB outing right there.
He's throwing a really good game.
He has.
2 hits, a few strikeouts. That one hit well and over Paschke's head. That might get into the gap for extra bases. And Lansville makes it.
Another ball absolutely laced.
Yeah, he hit that well.
Just barreled up right over Paschke's head.
Coming to the plate, shortstop, number 26, Hayes.
So now Hayes has got a runner in scoring position for maybe the first time.
Nah, they had one last.
They had another one.
They had one last inning.
Ah.
It was first and second.
Oh, yes, I remember. Either way, though, Grizzlies have not had too many chances to score in this game so far.
And when they have, they haven't been capitalizing, really.
That's true.
But one of the great things about Liv, again, is the composure he has on the mound. He could give up a double, and he's getting right back to it with a first pitch strike.
That one is skied.
Hit a mile high.
Looks like Paschke's going to track it down, and he does.
That is, it's so impressive, and it's so much harder than people realize because that ball was.
Not only was that ball absolutely skied, But we have an overcast sky today. He could have very easily lost that ball.
Yeah, that ball was hit out of our view even here in the box. We would have had to lean all the way
Crane
down.
our neck.
That's a strike on the inner half. Ooh, that was dirty.
Good movement on that. That one's low. 1-1 count now for Jake Porter.
That ball in the dirt.
Nearly gets away from McGill.
Two 2-1 count now. And that ball hit into the gap.
Hit pretty well.
And tagging is Reese. He'll make it, but there's 2 outs now. Fair trade. Yeah, it's Trevor Price out in right field. Another nice grab.
Nice grab. Good job to track it down, and he actually kind of launched that ball.
Yeah, that ball was hit away.
Just a little hard to get from deep right field down to third base.
Yeah. Not much you can do.
Bailey Seeger struck out last time he was at the plate. Swings on the first pitch, foul.
Bit of a half-hearted swing right there. Just put it inside and jammed him a little bit.
That one fouled off again. Lifford coming close to the 100 pitch mark, and it looks like Vista's got Ryan Ebel. I believe that's who that is down in the bullpen. Never mind, it is Matt Johnson. I can't tell from down here. They all wear the same clothes.
And that is strike 3. 3 pitch. Oh, he's mad. Threw the bat back to the dugout. Now that'll earn you a few polls after the game.
Quite possibly, but that was the close.
Not sure how the Grizzlies work in that field, but
You
that's
don't know about their practice punishments after the
how
game?
it would be in our program. We're not
Well-
about throwing helmets or bats. It's a little immature.
Wow, throwing shade at Bailey Seeger. Bailey, if you're watching this,
Not
hey,
at
remember me from middle school?
not at Bailey Seeger per se, but at people who throw their bats back to the dugout.
Well, that was the closest Thunder Ridge has come to scoring. Had a guy on third, and nothing happened. So now we're heading into the bottom of the 6th. Who's leading off? Zach Paskey.
Again. That's pretty crazy, actually.
Led off like 3 innings.
4 innings now. Is that for me?
You might have to give me a bite of that.
A beautiful thing, hot dogs.
Shout out Blaze Shower. Coming in clutch with the popcorn and the hot dog delivery. Yeah, give me that.
If you get popcorn, you got to bring for everybody.
It doesn't even need ketchup or mustard.
That is a good dog.
They cook them well here at Mountain Vista.
Ooh, I think that gave me the strength to carry on, like Popeye, eating his can of spinach. I feel reinvigorated.
A fun fact here, Paschke has led off in 4 of the 6 innings that we've had.
That is pretty fun fact. home run in the first time he saw the ball, but he struck out next 2 times as he watches that first pitch for ball 1. Fouls that one off.
Now, if you couldn't make it to today's game, and you are watching this broadcast, I'm sure you are regretting the fact that you didn't come, because there is just free hot dogs all around. And boy, are they good.
Still talking about hot dogs. Ooh, high and inside pitch there. And counts even at 2-2.
It's a very talk-worthy hot dog.
You gotta talk about it. I'll agree, it was a good hot dog. I only had but a single bite. Ball outside now. Count is full.
Fouls that one
one's-
off. That's a good one to foul off. You don't want to be rung up on a
Right.
pitch that's low. Takes that one low and in.
Drew Stahl coming up. He's 2 for 3 on the day. Had a home run and a really nice double last time we saw him.
If I were second base right now, I'd be buckling up because he's about to get stolen.
That is true. Paskey's got 14 stolen bases on the year so far.
And the pitcher knows it.
Yeah, I think he definitely knows to worry about Zach.
But as much as you can pick off,
Nothing really you can do. He's so quick. He's inching, trying to get in his head.
and get in his head, he did.
I think you just gotta take the loss on that one. There's nothing you can do about Paskey.
And he leaves already.
Oh, he's already stealing. I don't know about that decision because he is out. Tried to catch him with his pants down, but
That was close, too. Really caught the second baseman off guard. And I wouldn't be surprised if we had instant replay. That one would be called back. But unfortunately, this is high school baseball. And
I
with
think he got the
MLB.
tag. I think it's a good call.
Oh, see? He'd be there right now.
Well, if he did get to second on that one, he would be at third by now.
Right, and then
That changes the whole inning.
I know it does. Not that they need too many more runs, but you can always use more. Oh, just foul, but
Hit very hard.
yeah, I think Paskey was just getting a little greedy there. He could have waited one more pitch and made it to second.
He might have been expecting to be picked off right there. He left
Throwing to first, and
left
then
a little too early.
yep. I know it's all the what ifs, but might have had a better slide too. Maybe
It's over,
made it in.
Brian.
It's over.
Forget
it's in the
about it.
past. It's on the tape. That was a high strike called.
Drew Stahl has some words for the umpire, as have many of us in the stands and on the field.
And in the broadcast booth. Ooh. Stahl is not happy about that call.
Blaze, I would refrain from touching the computer with your right hand, for they are yellow with
Oh
popcorn
my
butter.
goodness, who let this kid into the broadcast booth? It's gross. Stay away from me.
He's got the cheese touch.
It is the cheese touch. Ireland steps up now, watches that one outside.
We do have Evan McGill in the bullpen. Along with Matt Johnson. And some of the fellow freshmen who are attending today's game are videotaping him warm up in the bullpen. That's ball 1, low and outside. Ball 2, rather.
There's a strike. I think Gilmore's done certainly a better job than Lejeune on hitting his spots.
I think that goes without saying. He has let up a couple, but better than 4 in 1 inning.
It's true. Ireland now 3-1 count. Oh, big swing there. He was trying to hit that one to the moon.
And the moon, it would have gone if he barreled that one up. Payoff pitch with 2 outs is fouled off, out of play.
Heads up, kid.
The little kids playing stickball over at
They are actually playing stickball.
the discus thing.
Oh, that is gone.
Get hitting the fence baseball.
Not gone. Dang, he's gotten kind of robbed on those, but another solid double from Sam Ireland.
First a ground roll double and now a double off the fence. But a double's a double.
You gotta kind of feel a little disappointed though if you're Sam Ireland. He was so close on both of those.
Number 5.
Either way, great hit.
And they definitely had this. Both of them definitely had the speed.
Yeah.
To leave the park, they just weren't hit high enough.
Yeah, it's true. I would have expected both of his hits to go out as opposed to either one of the home runs that we saw in the first inning, but sounded real good, looked good, but just shy of making it over the fence. Miguel steps up now, watches ball 1. Ball 2. I gotta hesitate every time that there's a pitch thrown outside. I never know if it's gonna be called. That
Ball
one's
grounded
chopped.
to the shortstop.
Long throw there off the back foot.
Too low-esque. It's a nice play.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. JK's makes a nice play to get the Grizzlies out of this inning.
Whenever you say JKs, I always think you're saying JK.
JK. JK, we're still in this inning.
And all I can think of is just kidding. Just kidding about what? It always confuses me.
So 3 outs to go for Mountain Vista, heading into the top of the 7th, and it looks like they're going to let Jack close out this game.
But we got some reserves still going in the bullpen.
Just in case. I don't think we'll need to use them. Liffriggs just looks so clean. Leading off this inning is Tyson Crookshank, 2 strikeouts, and not much else from him.
Vista has been very efficient on the field as well as getting it done at the plate. 9 hits compared to T Ridge's 4.
And Vista's been through the lineup 3 times. Thunder Ridge only twice. That's definitely a testament to the game that Lift's thrown so far.
Your attention, please. Leading off for the Grizzlies, number 22, Frazier.
So Thunder Ridge will actually make a substitution now. And Ethan Frazier comes in. He's batting .370 coming into this game.
That's a noteworthy batting average if you're a starter on varsity.
Right.
Jack doesn't like to wait.
Ooh, first pitch inside there. Had some nice movement on it.
Might have been starting him off with a changeup right there. There's
Here's a
strike
strike.
one.
That one is hit hard but foul. And Frazier's down in the count 1-2.
And that one bounced all the way down to the edge of the softball field.
Oh, really? Ooh, good job on Frazier to wait on that, but a great play.
Ooh, and
By-
he is out.
Yeah, Paschke made a really great play with the backhand stop for out number 1. 2 to go for Vista.
Next up, number 1, Giselle.
Is that another new hitter?
That is a new hitter. We would have seen Cale Lansville, but it is now Dizelle. Don't know his first name, and don't know anything about him.
He's a ghost.
We're number 1. That's about all we know.
And he is up to the plate now.
Holding a bat. He's right-handed.
He just watched a strike.
He wears size 11 shoes.
Do we know that now?
Yeah, I can tell.
He's got an eye. An eye for shoe size. Fouls that one off.
They call me the shoe whisperer.
Why is that? When did they start calling you that?
Preschool. I would just point out people's shoe sizes. Oh, big swing there. And just like that, number 1, already forgot his name. He's gone.
Next up, number 7,
I think it's safe to say
Billingham.
good night to that batter. He's not happy about that one. It's the size 11 shoes.
It's true. This would be Lambert, but it's not, and I don't even know this guy's name. Billingham? Billingham is his name, and he's number 7, and he's wearing size 10.5.
Yeah, they do look smaller than other guys' shoes. Forgot his name
Oh,
already.
nasty pitch
What
there
a-
for strike 1.
Unhittable. Ball foul
Leffrig,
back.
he's
and-
keeping up the pace too.
Yeah.
He wants to go home.
And Thunder Ridge is on their last strike now. Billingham is trying to keep it alive.
Time to go get a hot dog.
Night, night.
Beautiful pitch, and that's the ball game.
That is a complete game shutout for Jack Leffrig. That is a gem right there.
And that's your ball game.
Final score, 6-0 Mountain Vista.
Let's not forget about the back-to-back leadoff home runs. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's for a big rivalry game like this to show up, hit 2 back-to-back home runs, and have your pitcher throw such a game as that.
And you always like to see when they're saying good game to everybody, the players that already knew each other from
Yeah, a lot of
previous
them are
games.
friends. And that's high school baseball for you.
It sure is.
Well, great game on this prom week.
Now let's get some hot dogs.
Now let's go get some hot dogs. That's what I'm gonna do.
It's also what I'm gonna do.
For VistaNow, I'm Ryan Tubbs,
And I'm Nathan Tubbs.
and we thank you for joining us. And well, tune into VistaNow for any any baseball broadcasts in the future.
It's
I
been
don't know how to end games. I didn't write anything.
it's
This
it's
is
been
off
a
the
pleasure.
top of my head.
It's been a pleasure. We've had a great time. I hope it's been
Hey,
fun
that
to
was
watch.
a good time. You know, I like broadcasting with you, Nathan. It's a
Well,
lot of fun.
Yeah, I think
like
we have a
we'll-
good time. We might get off topic a little bit, but
Hey, start talking about Shawshank Redemption or something.
I've totally forgot about that.
That
But
was a long time ago, but I remember, and I think we'll remember this. Me and you
yeah.
up here in the broadcast booth,
All right,
signing off.
boys.
Taking forever to sign off. Having Blaze mute us because we are rambling at the end of the game.
It's like getting off the phone with your grandma.
It's exactly like that. That's what I liken it to. Well, once again, I'm Ryan Tubbs.
I'm
here with-
Nathan Tubbs.
And we thank you for joining us. I mean, we've been through all these again.
Thank you.
Oh my god, you dropped the mic. Alright, bye.